and we look forward to playing. So, any questions you have? It'll be easy.
Yeah, let's just start with injuries. How's Daniel Storms?
He's good. Practice full speed, no problems.
How's Terrence Aledo?
He's practiced as well and should be returning to play this week.
Is Mendenhall by totally healthy?
Menake's healthy, and a few issues between he and I that are under contract that he's working on.
Are you still trying to figure out the punt return, or are you going to zero in on something fairly early?
Fairly early.
Bronco. Any idea who that would be?
Not yet.
Gary takes that job at Wisconsin. There are others like Cal, some other tougher jobs that open. Did that surprise you at all that he got such a big job?
No, he's qualified. Did a really nice job with Utah State. Did a nice job at Utah as the coordinator, and he deserves it. And he's done a nice job already with them, so it doesn't surprise me.
What do you see as far as where has he put his imprint on that program?
I think it's a little early to say, and I think time will tell. But obviously, he's coached him to be tough. He's coached him to be physical, and I see some things of what he likes to do defensively already, and offensively they're very similar to what they were prior to them arriving. But that's what their new coordinator offensively, coming from San Diego State, that was a similar style to what Wisconsin did anyway, so they're similar that way.
What will you do to replace Austin Jorgensen? Kind of how will you change the inside linebackers?
We really won't. The next player up is Teu Kautai, so he becomes number 4. And then 3-man rotation between Manoa, Tyler, and Wani for the 2 spots.
Can you talk about the depth at linebacker, just specifically about Picola, how he's stepped up?
Manoa's really played well, and so we think we have 3 real quality players at inside backer, and then now at outside backer with Kyle, Spencer, and Alani. That's about what we have. So 6 really to handle the spots.
Can you talk about Alani Manning, the nickelback? It's kind of an unusual nickelback or something.
He's doing a really nice job. He's fast, he's athletic, and he could play safety really easy.
With JD breaking his hand at a team activity, will that cause you to maybe rethink doing that sort of thing on a bye week?
No, I thought it was a great activity, and just could have happened dropping his books and falling down for him on the snow or something. I wouldn't change anything. I feel bad that it happened, but after riding maybe 30 waves or something, sometimes that happens when you get on a board.
Is a bye week a good time for you and some of the other coaches to think about all this taking place and how far you've come this season?
Oh man, we haven't taken much time to reflect. A lot of self-analysis from schematically and that kind of thing, but too early to say how far we've come. We're more looking forward to where we're going.
When looking at Wisconsin on film, is that the most physical front you've seen in a while? Or just how they compare?
Hard to tell on film. It will only take a couple series for us to know, but they sure look good on film.
There'll be an issue because you've been using just a handful of defensive linemen against what Dave brings. Everybody's about 320 on their line.
Yeah, so we'll probably play, we've been playing 5 consistently the past few weeks, and it'll probably be that. 5, maybe a 6th, but I don't think we'll change much. We're not going to be playing as many plays.
With Gary there and having familiarity with BYU, does that change your preparation at all?
I don't think so. There's a decent knowledge on both sides, and it really will come down to execution. And man, I think it'll be a great game. Looking forward to it.
Obviously, it's a game of opposing tempos. What is kind of the defense's mentality in terms of changing that for Wisconsin?
Their defense or ours?
Your defense. I mean, kind of imposing that.
You know, they're pretty hard to have anything imposed on. They are slow and steady in terms of their tempo. They love to run the football. They love to take as much time as possible, and then they like to throw play-action pass, and are pretty volatile that way. But there's really not much we're going to be doing to control their tempo other than if we're able to play well on 3rd down and get off the field.
It's been about 20 years, I think, since BYU's played a team in the Big Ten. I mean, is this another example of what an independent schedule can do for you guys?
Oh, man, I love it, and it's been really fun watching the Big Ten opponents, and it's a great fit. I like the focus on academics, and I like the matchup. I'd like to schedule more and more of the Big Ten teams. I think it's a great fit.
How did this game come around?
I don't remember. I don't remember how it came around.
How much would a win against Wisconsin do for the program in the long term?
Well, I'm not sure. It's a quality opponent on the road, which any top 25 team, which I believe we're knocking on the door of that as well. So this will be a great chance to prove for either team where we stand.
Gary met with media today and said you two text a little bit. And how has your relationship maybe bonded since he's left the state?
Oh, it was really good. As soon as he left the U, it changed. And he was much more open and normal, actually, in terms of public relations and our friendship. And then we recruited his son, which that was a great relationship. So we've gotten to know each other well, and I think there's mutual respect and admiration. It just took him changing schools.
Do you appreciate that this might be a little exciting for him to have BYU out to Madison?
Oh, I'm sure he's looking forward to it, and I look forward to having the favor returned at some point.
As far as they're one of the best rushing teams in the nation, is your defense stout enough up front, do you think, to handle that pounding?
We'll find out. I think they're rushing it for almost 300 a game, regardless of who they play, whether it's Iowa, Northwestern, Ohio State. There's some variance here and there, but that's just who they are. And so the number one thing I care about is how many points they score. And if we can manage that well, we'll have a chance to win.
You doing anything in terms of crowd noise management?
No, we just turned on music today, and we didn't have anybody jumping in our indoor facility, but maybe that'll be tomorrow. All right, thanks. Yeah.